And welcome back to Inside Workforce Development. This segment is sponsored by Middle Tennessee State University's Mechatronics Engineering program. And we're talking about this today, and it's such an in-demand field. But as we've learned over the last half hour, there's many different levels. So if someone who's just starting, what kind of income are they looking towards? What can they expect to make and as they grow and climb up that ladder?
Sure, that's a common question.
Sure.
And the income varies. I'm going to caveat all that, but it varies for where you are, what area of the country, whether you're in a big metropolis, Nashville, or small one. But from a level one, I'm going to talk about two basic, and I'll let Dr. Bowles talk about the level three. But the first two, level one, the basic certificate, after you get that, you can come in entry level into that, and you can make anything from $18 to $25 an hour, or if you want to put it in annual terms, around $40,000 plus or minus, and it depends on where you are.
Which isn't bad
now,
for a starting job.
That's
right
very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. And if you're come in as a two-year degree, probably around 20% higher than that. But what I tell the students is, this gives you an opportunity to earn. It doesn't, it gets you into the door, but as you get into the door and you start working, how far you go is dependent on you. Are you going to work, be the team player and be the, work in the system and work with the company? And because I've had several of our graduates already supervisors, making well in $60,000–$70,000 out of the two-year degree.
Wow.
But so it's just how diligent you are, but this certainly gives you an opportunity for that. I think it's excellent. And
the earning potential only goes up with the higher degree you have, I would assume?
Yes.
It does. Again, it depends.
Sure.
But $65,000 to $75,000 is a normal starting salary around the Middle Tennessee area, depending on how large a company that you might go to work for.
That's not a bad starting salary right out of college.
No, it's not. And the potential, even better than that, though, and I kind of touched on it last time, but the potential is enormous. Sure. They could easily be much, much higher,
well, supply and demand. If there's not enough people out there and you're out there, then you're going to be the one they're going after and getting that money for. Again, what is the process? Do you have to, can you be 30 years old, 35 years old and say, hey, I want to start over? Is it a program where you can get through it that quickly, where by your 40 you have a brand new career?
Absolutely. We've had students, right out of high school, 18 years old and 19. We've had them in the 60s.
Wow.
Want to come in and start a career in retirement or a different career or do something else. And a lot of our students are in the 30s and 40s doing exactly what you talk about. They want to come in and, they need to reinvent what they want to do and create a career for them and their families, so they can support their families with a good lifestyle. And they see this as a great opportunity for that, and so we work with them a lot.
And do you see at MTSU a lot of the students who you saw at the job fairs, and maybe they piqued their interest there and they're moving on and actually going to the four-year institution? We
do see that. However, I must say we have so many students now that it's hard to track all of them.
How many people do you have in the program?
We have about 270 students in the program now.
Wow.
We were supposed to have 50 full-time students in 5 years, and we're already at 269.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think those numbers right there say everything that needs to be said. I mean, it's that in demand, and apparently the message is getting out that this is the field to go into.
It is a field, and I'll just tag along on that a little bit. We have the two-year degree, and a substantial number of our two-year degrees go on to MTSU for four-year mechatronics engineering. And we were up there visiting one of the presentations, and I saw some of our graduates that were working there, and it was really great to see how they're successful and how they're growing and how they're doing that. And I have the same feeling with those that actually graduate from a certificate and go out the level 1 and get a job, and then they come back and, you know, they're having families, they're buying homes, they're doing all this. You know, you can see the growth in them. It's just wonderful to see that.
And if people are at home watching right now and they want more information, both of your websites, the Motlow website and the MTSU website, have information on how to get the process started, I suppose.
Absolutely.
We do.
All right.
Very much.
Well, very interesting, and you don't see anything slowing down anytime soon, I take it.
I don't. It's a fast-paced industry. The technology's changing so fast that we need to keep up with it and stay ahead of it, actually.
Exactly.
So that we can, you know, continue to train our students to be, you know, the industry workers that they need.
All right. Well, Walter Bowles from MTSU and Fred Rasco from Motlow State Community College, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. An interesting discussion about an in-demand field. And of course, if you have any information that you would like with these guys here, they'll get it to you. We thank you so much for joining us. From everyone at the Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, I'm Chris Cannon. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.